and today in this Endless Runner in Scratch tutorial, we're going to be making the spikes for the player to jump over and the player movement. So first let's do the player movement. So let's go to variables, make a variable, and let's name this variable Y. Let's just leave it as for all sprites. Click OK, and make sure it does show, because we want to see it changing in the scene. So we want to set the Y to 0 when the green flag is clicked first. Now let's go to control, forever, and drag out one if block and one repeat until block. Put the repeat until block on top of the if block, and we want it to start a little higher, so let's set it to 60. Now go to sensing, drag out a touching color block. We're going to be using this to sense if it's touching the green. So let's click the color, select the eyedropper, and select the green. Okay, now we want it to change by minus 2. Okay, and it's not dropping. That's because we need to drag out a change Y by block. Go to variables, drag out a change Y, and we need to change Y by minus 2. There we go. Okay, now we want to make it so that when we press the space bar, then we jump. So let's go to sensing, key space pressed, and drag it into the if then block. Now let's go to variables, and we want to set Y to 15, and we want to change Y by Y. So let's delete these other blocks. There we go. So it is jumping, and it's ended up a little too far into the ground. You can see that. Press space. See? It's ending a little too far into the ground. So let's drag out another if block and make it so that when it's touching this color, then we want it to set Y to 0. Let's stop it for a second. There we go. Oops. Let's put this inside the repeat until block. There we go. So it's a lot better. Now what we want to do is create the spikes. So let's go to choose a sprite, paint. Let's name this spikes. Now let's zoom in, and we're going to call this one spike. Now select the rectangle tool, make the outline no outline, and press shift and drag it to create a square. Now click the reshape tool. This is a new tool that we'll be using, and click one of the 4 points that will end up on the corners. So click it and press either delete or backspace. Now drag the top right point into the middle so that it forms some sort of a spike. Okay? Now we want another costume, this time for 3 spikes. So let's duplicate it and make it 3 spikes. Now let's zoom out a bit. Select the select tool, drag it, select copy and paste, and drag it another time. There. Now it forms. That's weird. Oh, let's delete this and start over because it's acting weird. Okay, let's type 3 spikes. Let's drag it out like this. I guess we'll just have to start over because it's acting really weird. So let's delete this. Make it. So select all of it and delete. Now let's draw a rectangle again. Delete one point. Drag it to the middle. Duplicate it. Copy and paste it. And delete. Oops. Okay. Zoom out. Oh, we can't zoom out anymore. Let's drag this right here. Okay. So let's go to code and make it a little bit smaller. So go to events. Green flag clicked, looks, and we want to set the size to 40, 30, okay, and we want to set the Y to -56, okay, perfect. Now the player is the exact same color as the spikes, red. So let's make it white. We don't want it to be the exact same color as the spikes, do we? Okay. And we want it to set the X to 290. So click it. Why am I using these blocks? We want to go to X. Okay, there we go. And we want it to hide because we're going to make it create clones of itself. And drag out a forever block. And a wait seconds block. And a create clone block. So go to looks and switch costume to. Okay, so drag the wait 1 second first in. Then create clone of myself, and then switch costume finally. Now we want to pick random 1 to 2 costumes. And we want to wait 3 seconds. Okay, so you can see that it's not showing up. That's because we need to make it show up. So when I start as a clone, we want it to show and repeat until the X is less than -280, and then we want to make it the X, so go to motion and X position and drag it inside the repeat until. Now go to motion again, and we want it to change the X by -5. That might be too fast. There we go. We want it to delete also, so go to control and drag a delete this clone on the bottom of the repeat until. The player's jumping a little low, so let's make the set Y to 18. Perfect. Okay. Actually, set it to 20. Oops. Okay. Okay. So let's go to looks, and we want it to go to the front. Now let's go to variables and hide the Y. It's still going a little low, so let's set it to 30. 25. The problem is that the spikes are too big, so let's set it to 20. There we go. We need to set it a little lower. Let's make it minus 50. Nope. Minus 60. Minus 60. Minus 65. Okay. And we want it to move a little faster. So let's make it minus 10. Perfect. Let's set the player size to a little smaller, 40. Okay. Let's set it back to 50 actually, that was fine. Okay. In the next tutorial, we'll be making the game over screen and the player's death.